Hello and welcome. Right, yeah, we have got the moan to do, so I thought, well, especially now with this, that it needs you to do right near the corner, so I may as well just do this first bit myself every single time because we'll never actually get it to, never get it right with them doing this. So yeah, so I'm going to say my words though. I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. think that's about it. Yeah, we're just waiting on this one last little splodge, which I think we're going to do ourselves because they're going to faff around like doing like weird things. So let's just crack on and get this sorted. Yeah, not bad. Yeah, I thought I'd whiz. I didn't realise that when it said unrealistic, the Lima, that it actually goes at full pelts. That was a bit of a surprise. I mean, we did that in about 2.5 seconds, slight exaggeration, but yeah, it was a little bit quick, to say the least. I've got to be honest, that's sort of why I always say about that, about, you know, grabbing things from the store and allowing, because I'm a bit of a terror for wanting to do realistic. But it's always nice to see what is out there and what is available. So I do always allow myself that, you know, well, I know I don't normally do this with the slurry spread. I don't know why I did it with this, but I'd already committed and bought it. So I thought, oh, I'll just do it this time. Yeah, I am trying to. I was sort of knocked out a bit of a detail, sort of an idea with Copilot. It worked basically. Ooh, no, that's got to be dead level, hasn't it? It's got to be dead level with this thing. For whatever reason, what in a travesty? It's got a. I mean, why is it made of metal now? It was always made of plastic. I have no idea where it's got metal from. Yeah, it is. It's strange. Or did I use metal for the? Oh wow, I've forgotten about that being stuck at the back. Yeah, literally hidden the... We're going to need to grab that, aren't we? Yeah, we are. Right, so we've done April. It is about to rain at some point, but let's ferry that, or I'll forget I've got it because it'll be hidden behind the back and I'll never see. So I've literally filled the bales, of overfilled that. Animals are fed. Milk we found. That's right, I do remember. It does go do it in the crates, which is fantastic, really. Yeah, really good news. I'm gonna have to go on the train line just to sort of fish this, but luckily we know we're safe. Yeah, no, it was still plastic. I'm sure it was. Yeah, it was. That's it. We got it now. Is this? Did I? Oh. No, that really is the old model. Yeah, I'm going to say what I was going to do was, because obviously they're the same model. They're not really now. They haven't been for a long time. But what I mean is they really are. As in, you could do that. So I'm thinking of grabbing the model for the fertilizer spreader, because it's only the XML that's important, really, as in like to tell it what its function is, so the model inside can be exactly the same, because they're both even 27 meter spread, so they are identical inside. So we could do that, but it's still, yeah, that's just an effect, and it's a plastic stippling. Or I might have done metal, but not for something like the normal, which the normal is what gives it the effect. I did that on purpose, but why has it pulled the rest of the, like the diffuse or the It's alright, I'll explain a little bit. I know I don't want to get too sort of like blinded with science, but basically there's a graphics file called a diffuse, so that gives it its look. Then it's got a normal, which gives it its bumpiness, you could say, like how, you know, like if it's got any strange markings like stones or like this. I'm sure I actually did. No, I'm sure it's still plastic. Yeah, no, I am actually thinking about it, so I don't know where it's got the metal from, but I might have done that. So we've got 200 tons of water odd in that one. Another 100 tons already in there, but we'll wait, because we'll get rid of those, because obviously that is like, it should be on, and no, it is, I haven't switched it off. Yeah, silage will go over in the hour. That is definitely... Oh, did we switch it off? No, I was going to say we know on this one. Yeah, so 200 odd litres, 249. So we need to stick the other 100 litres in at some point. So digestate's burning up again. Slurry was what we stuck in by mistake. Once the silage is on the up, it is going. So smashing, we will go through. Yeah, left the momentum over there, because I will put another... Yeah, I'm trying to use my sheds to sort of find out why they rise up like they do. You know, why they're over the zero when in the model they're zero. I don't get it. So I'm going to need to drop them down a little bit, so that they actually are at 0. I don't understand it because in the model they are, but all I need to do is basically drop them down a little bit, and it must be the same in them all, because everyone I've bought has always been a bit high, which is a bit strange. But we'll get to the bottom. That's why I love to place them. I do like them. Again, you will see this model change a little bit. It's not quite long enough. No, it doesn't really go enough into it. Not far off though. I don't want it to be silly, but it has actually got the support. So really, it's just a matter of stretching the wood further, and then it will actually be about spot on. Because that's the whole point of having those supports, is so that you could actually legitimately, physics-wise, actually have a shed that takes up very little room. Was the entire idea behind this. Does that look now? Not too terrible. It looks a little bit rocky. Yeah, I've got about 3 different graphics files on each one, one on each one, to make them sort of completely different. Yeah, from a distance you can see the rocks look bumpy. I don't know if the normal's quite right. Yeah, strange. Anyway, yes, we will. No, we will go through till tomorrow, because from your perspective this is not going to be a very long session, because that was all time-lapse. So let's go through till tomorrow. We do obviously soon need to place a dairy, but we've only got a little bit of milk at the minute. Likewise, yeah, we've not got a lot of wool yet, but I would imagine that's soon going to change if we go through till tomorrow morning. And first thing I'd like to do is actually check to see how we're doing wool-wise. I don't know that it's going to get to the stage like it was on, I mean right now, I don't mean ever, but right now where it goes, the wool is full. Yeah, and of course we also have now got the addition of, as pallets. Oh, my life, pea super. Let's just have a quick look and go over to that very place. It just goes inside. Oh no, it goes outside. Oh, you've forgot about the. We luckily can do this. Yes, not too terrible. So, yeah, no, it's. I think we'll clear this space so we can actually clearly see what is what. Oh, what's that rumbling? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I think it's 12. I might need to increase this, I think, so that it goes a bit further down. Yeah, definitely. So how are the animals doing as well at this point? We have 40% reproduction, 40% reproduction, and 100 of them. Yeah, so they're not going to feel this anytime soon. Goat milk, 2,388. So that is monthly. So that's not too terrible. And about 3,000 litres of wool. 4,000 almost, actually. Wow, amazing. Yeah, I was struggling. I was thinking, why is this not working this time? Well, it was not working because why is it not filling this month though? Because there's no tractor near it to remind it to do it. It's a bit of a weirdness, right? So then, first growth stage, our cotton should be weeds. We shouldn't have weeds, of course, but I mean the game isn't always perfect, so we have got stones though. We perhaps should have. Let's turn that off. We shouldn't have this because we already checked. We ripped field 22 off on purpose. So yeah, watered. Right. So needs rolling. We know it needs rolling. But yeah. So no weeds. Fantastic. That is good to know. What is on sale this morning? We have that we're going to obviously have a go at. Now this is the one bad side to get JHHG's stuff, and that is that if you buy it, you're always going to get walloped by an option. It's a shame. It's not friendly to the sales. Only if you was going to buy it. So do you know actually, we might be useful to buy a second mower. Actually, we're not doing vegetables, are we? So that's true. It's not a brilliant sort of price, is it? Well, if we're going to do that, which I think that's not a bad idea to sort of like set, them going on the 2 grass fields, because I would imagine it's probably wise for us to keep those 2. So that's like almost like the BX. So if we're going to do that, what we ought to do is actually try to find the front mower. It's going to cost us a bit though, isn't it? Yeah, so find used. Let's do a year, 98% chance. But it's just become a bit expensive, really, for that kind of item. So you've got to hope that you save, 1,909. It's not too terrible. Right, so then, we will, yeah, we're not, there's nothing in there really particularly that I think we either need or would benefit us. I mean, we could. I suppose there is 100 grand there, 130,000. I suppose there is. Yeah, I suppose, yeah, it is. So, yes. Yeah, got to be, like, not silly with it as well. So, yeah. Because, I mean, we're not exactly, like, yeah, doing really well. I can't even afford 3 items in the sales now. So, yeah, that's how we're not exactly doing terribly well at the minute. Yeah. I mean, we're building up. I mean, yeah, we've obviously, we have sort of grown, haven't we? Well, we just spent 40 grand as well on, like, equipment of our own. So we've just, like, we were doing all right, and now we've just taken 40,000 off what we had, and also we've done the search, but that really didn't cost an awful lot. So let's not complain about that. No, I'm not complaining. I am just explaining. Oh no, I keep forgetting about that. Yeah, things have. You bump into things now more than you ever used to before. I did get a dealer option. Yeah. Let's repair it and not moan. Ugh. Why does that? We repaired that. We still got like something. Oh, I didn't mean to repair that, you blocker. You're taking away your cash. Do you know? Seriously. We talk about we're trying to make money, not waste money on an option that's never going to affect us. Yeah, that is true. I have got the damage mod is gone now, so why are we still taking damage? Oh, unless it did reload it. You know, when he asks you that question, oh, there's mods missing. Do you want me to load them? I tried to say no, but maybe I said yes, and I thought I said no, so maybe it has actually put the damage thing back in, because it is a bit odd that the shop telehandlers still. This is what I was saying. It's sort of like it's cracking idea, but application. No, it's just too. I mean, yeah, everything's liable to take damage as long as that's in the game. So, yeah, we could do that and that. May as well. And if we're doing that, you may as well do that, because you've got to run to the front twice anyway. So you may as well run to the back once too, if that makes any sense to anybody. If I'm grabbing something at the front twice, I may as well at least take one. No, I know I could grab them both in a way, but it's a bit of a faff. So yeah, this is sort of with like 10 grand for the 3 items. That's what I say. It's not a lot, but it's, in general sort of speaking, it's a bit like doing a diesel run like Mr. CDP would do when he used to do that in FS19. It's so yes. So yes. There is effort in, you know, not a lot. It's not a lot of effort. There is effort required to actually do it. You don't just like come into the game and, you know, like ka-ching, all of a sudden I've just gained 30 grand for just stepping into the game. It's not like that. So you have got to do something. I mean, in real life, we really would have to obviously, like, I think actually, yeah, I don't think I dropped the other one. I had it on. Makes it a bit weird. Fantastic. Do we go through to... Oh, yeah, let's do another month as well. Yeah, let's go through, because there's nothing we can do at the minute other than wait for our cotton, which is a very late crop, as we all know anyway. So, I mean, other than cut the grass is what I mean. Yeah, so that's second growth stage. Yeah, so July morning, I think it should be... Is it in July? I think June, aren't we on it? I think. I mean, this is me, so yeah, I am right. Once. I've actually got it right. So, do we need any other... Oh, that's a bit useful. We can actually grab that and that. So that's a standard as well. So there's actually, this time, there's quite a lot of stuff to actually buy. But obviously we can't afford to buy too much of it all at one go. We don't have any options. No, that's exactly as is. Beautiful bit of kit this is. So yeah, that is a real cracker. I would have thought, even if it can't use it, it could grab it. I would have thought the fittings were the same. It's a class, but I mean, I might be wrong. But, yeah, I mean, manufacturers can change things also over a few years, but the game, however, is a little bit more friendly. Yeah, manufacturers do it so that you've got, you've got to buy from them. It's a greed thing. They all do it. Especially if your name's Apple. Yeah, it's a shame, really. I was saying this to a friend. Of all the connections out there, I mean, USB-C is all right, but I've got to say that the Lightning connector was the best. Had Apple have been more sharing, we probably all could have had the Lightning connector instead of it being as it is right now, which is a bit of a shame. Do we need a little tractor? For 28,000, I'm thinking that's a real cracker. It's 190. How much would it cost us for the 190? 52,000 for a 190 horsepower tractor. Can we afford it at the minute? Not really. No, we can't, can we? It's true. Yeah, let's grab the Linda. No options. Yeah, if we was like doing really well, so let's grab that too. We don't want that. Nice options. Let's grab that itself and sell the pair together. It's a nice steerer, this is. I often underestimate this as tractors go. It's more like a telehandler stroke tractor. It's just its horsepower, so it's a little on the small range. So you could only really use it for I mean, it's a specialist, it's an alpine specialist, so it's really... or is it the Linda? I'm thinking of the AB, aren't I, reckon? I think it's that way on, though. I do think it is. All right, so what we do? Yeah, let's grab that as well. Anything that's 50 odd grand, it's 5,000 in the bank straight away for just a bit of selling. Get a couple of phone calls to people we know, and they come and grab them from the store. Obviously, I mean, yeah, these. Obviously, the game. A lot of the game is it's showing you roughly what happens, but it's I think the best example I've got is there are certain fertilizer spreaders with a rear hitch. Now, it's supposed to simulate that you're taking that spare trailer full of fertilizer down to the field and your fertilizer spreader will fill it. The game wants you to drag that around the field with you. You've got to do that to actually get it to work. So, if we buy all of this, can we afford it then? And the tractor, that's what I mean. Yeah. Well, we could see, because if we sort of gain that amount for it, then it would be... We could, I suppose, buy it as it is for like 28,000 and then like upgrade it in time. It could be the sheep. That's what I'm saying. We don't always need... I mean, at the minute we're taking up a fence that's like a powerful... a powerhouse that really doesn't need to be there, but does because we need the job doing. So if we've got that marked by a tractor that's still useful member of the team, the jobs are all important. But what I'm saying is, you're tying up a fence where you could keep a tractor there and that's its job. I often do that for little tractors. They are still very, very useful, and they're an important member of the team because it's a job that needs doing. So I always think that's not a bad idea. So I reckon we could. I reckon we can now afford to spend our profit on that as is. We have the 3-point. I know it's a little bit dearer, but yeah, we'll keep the colour as well. So we'll just repair that. may as well grab do the Samas too, and I will have to remove the damage mod again and like pay better attention to the, what it says, because I must have answered like, I think you've got to like continue and then like you save it with the mod gone, and then next time it won't quibble at you. But yeah, I obviously didn't, so yeah. I mean, this 40 grand for one of these with these stupendous, amazing bits of kit at the back is a really good price. So we don't sell it. Yeah, brilliant. So that is excellent. So that should be 100%. Only if the damage control mod's on, it won't be next time. No, it seems to. That's the bit that I found was a bit odd. That all of this, like, things are at the edge of the field, and it's just like doing that. Time affects everything, but it affects it too much. It's a work in progress, I know, but what I mean is it's going to put people off if you're like over aggressive. If your damage control mod is controlling the world and it now becomes a world of hurt, most people are going to go, no thanks, I don't. No, it's too much. I know I certainly have already. Only had it on for 2 days, and it's like, no, I never want this ever again. But then I also am sensible in so much I think, well, yeah, but if they'd had a go, I'd try it again in 6 months or a year and see if they've refined it. But I always find that with things like that, people get enamoured of their own mods, and they start to, and don't get me wrong, it's a cracking idea, but I think they get a bit too carried away, and then it becomes too, where it's just not useful, and it's just too bad. Right, anyway, we're going to leave it here. We're in the month of June. Do we get through to July? I don't know. No, because it was about a really, really long time lapse is my point. So I think we could probably, because then next time it really is all about doing the grass again, because it will be like third growth stage. So I don't think that's too terrible a thing. Oh, now we have, right, okay, so milk. So yeah, well, that means it's filled with everything really, not just the goat milk, but that too. Ooh, the beautiful little, oh, I do like that. Yeah, oh, and that's another one by Giants that's nicely surprised me. Really cheap, that you could buy that anyway, even brand spanking new, is really, yeah, a good. Oh no, you can do it. I'm gonna say normally Giants will. They think about this type of thing, especially if they're the ones who've given this feature that we can just afford it. They leave the options on. They don't care about you having to click everything, but yeah, it really isn't the end of the world. As I said, effort does need, like putting into these. You don't just like, yeah, it's ready to sell. Go, sell. That's what I'm saying. There are things you've got to learn. Not much. It's still only minimal effort, but it is true. You've got to be. There's got to be some, like, you've got to be doing these things up, or in real life that would be being done behind the scenes, getting them ready for sale and that type of stuff. So. Apparently, I was doing a bit of research on the hook lifts, and Powfinger was one of the most reliable manufacturers for this, for for what they actually do. So yeah, it was nice to see. So, yeah, we are making a bit of profit now. We can see. Oh, I love the one by Dogface. Well, see, that's expensive, but not really expensive. What I mean is, like, that's what I'm saying. In the sales, there's some things like that. If that was 60,000, you'd like think, oh, the chances of you getting that for that kind of cash are really. So you'd think, oh, I'd really keep that for myself, because I'm only still going to make 10%. So why not keep it? Because it's a cracking tractor. When it's at the high end and it's 159, you like think, yeah, but it's going to make us 16,000. So it's better for selling. You've got to get like that, haven't you? Right, so then the case, it's the 170 version of 50,000. Yeah, I think we'll upgrade this in the future, and it'll be actually quite a powerhouse. And I think we've pretty much got a full team, I reckon, if we buy that. So that's for us personally. The last thing we'll sell is that. All my life. Why does pink come up so frequently? Because it knows you're not a massive fan and it knows it wants to annoy you. No, it doesn't really, but... yeah, we will upgrade this in the future. At least it's got a front and back 3-point link. That's very useful. And dog faces. I'm glad it's doing more modding this time. I think Giants were a bit anti-dog face last time. I think they knew he was a real good thing, and I know myself. They're not always a massive fan if they think you're a bit of a maverick. Because his mods were a bit different and a bit of a challenge. Oh no, we're selling that. Just not selling the Also, we've got the Fendt GTA as well. I'm not going to forget, but so really, this actually could do the mowing. Could be a dedicated to one of the mowers. It's true. That it is true. Actually, we could have a couple of tractors that were just sat on the mowers all the time, the front and back. So really, that is 2 tractors in itself. So yeah, I suppose if this is not quite up to the horsepower requirements actually, but yeah, this is true. We could. It's not a bad idea. So I'm going to leave it there. We're up to 198,000. Out here we've got like loads of wool and stuff down here apparently. So we should have a full 12. Oh, I've done it again. And so should got to stop doing that and like jump into that. Yeah, we'll remember at some point. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Yeah, that's it. That is all filled. It's true. So we'll grab this little lot and we will have to now make a decision on the dairy and, well, we may as well stick. I did say this about the productions. It may as well go down here. You know, one of them, I mean, this has had quite a lot of land here. I think, do we own the bit just like here, or is that someone else's? Let's have a quick look. I think it might be 25s. Yeah, it is. Or it was maybe just slightly. We own the grassy bit as it's, which I think actually we pretty much ran it. So we could stick it here, because this still is ours. Yeah, in fact, all of this grassy bit here is, so you could stick 2 just here, really. Well, it's not a bad thing. Do we stick... Because we're never going to do a lot of milk, are we? Not with these. Do we stick the mini dairy that I've just... yeah, I'd like to see this. I saw it yesterday. I'd forgotten I'd done it and I thought, why have you got some little models like, you know, the dairy twice? I thought I'd made a mistake with the pricing, but then I thought, no, you did the mini dairy. Yeah, small dairy. It's the special one. That's just, so that's a standard production as I'd put. So the next one will be 17,000. I know, so I haven't called it, I'll call it an enhanced dairy. Bionic small dairy. So I've got too many of, no, that's model 1, that's model 2. No, that is right. They're both productions, but bigger. This is smaller. And I mean, it really is. Oh, okay, so, no, it's selling a, oh, it's not, yeah, it's not, it's just going to be the skirt on it's going to be still big for the big one. I've probably not altered that properly. So now that is our... so no, maybe just that is... Let's just... Hang on a minute. Is it... Oh, so it is class in there, because I'm sure we own... Maybe it's strange about the railway lines. Yeah, even though you own the land, it's sort of, I suppose, technically that you sort of don't. So that's that. Oh, I like the concrete. It's not too terrible. That's not too bad at all. So we're going to do one and then like do a bit another day. Oh, it's the wrong one. It's dark. Let's just make sure. It's just like showing the chevrons, really. Well, not necessarily around here. I think this is something I'm expecting Giants to tell me off for. I don't know. No other people have chevrons showing. It's not really the end of the world. Yeah, I mean, they are equal. Maybe if you can't see them, is my defence on that. You can't see them. It's like a... you can sort of. Yeah, but if you've got scale... No, I've got rid of all scaling. It's all right level now. Yeah, you've got to be. It's one of those things that as a modeler, you've got to make sure that's definitely right. It's one of those given rules of making like models, really, that on any system, it's got to be scaled. It's got to be down to just one. Yeah, if you scale it out, you're going to have a world of hurt for those who understand what I'm talking about. Right, so then, all that remains to be said is thank you very much for watching. Truly do. Oh, look at that digestate already. Wow, we're really ramping up. That's going to be, again, a massive payout at the end of the year. I love it. That's what you're in business for, isn't it, really, to be like doing that type of thing. So amazing. And we will also have quite a bit in this too. Yeah, in our mini self-sufficiency. Oh, wow, that's 111,000. By the time we get to the end of the year, that's going to be like full as well. So, yeah, we're doing very well. Right, so we haven't seen the cotton, have we? Let's just go and have a look. So I'm hoping, obviously, at some point we've got another field that we can actually do. Yeah, they are coming on very, very nicely indeed. So that's a cracking. It is. And no weeds. A few stones, though. Yeah, we didn't do a very good job of that. Should have thought of that. We were a bit busy, though. I believe it was snowing at the time. We really shouldn't have even been ploughing, but we did naughtily ignore this fact and carried on. Right. So, all that remains to be said is goodbye for now.